Hello everybody, welcome back to wolfeei. Today I have immaculate timing. Today's topic is MCC Rising. The teams have been picked. We're going to talk about that in a bit. My previous video was regarding the Kai and Speed Minecraft hardcore situation, talking how long is it going to take them to complete it, will they complete it? They completed it. They beat the game. As you can see, they're celebrating with at the moment, so much is going on. Either way, the MCC Rising teams got picked. Crazy. I don't understand how I pulled this off. Anyways, MCC Rising teams have been chosen. They have been contacted. They have been picked. If you have not heard anything, unfortunately, you are not in MCC Rising. Let's talk about this because it's interesting. They've thrown in a disclaimer, which is a little concerning. I don't know what that means, but we'll have to wait and see. The teams for MCC Rising 3 have been contacted. Teams will be announced early next week, so expect probably Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, I think is when you should expect the MCC Rising teams to be announced. I will obviously be reacting to them on stream. I don't know who's in Rising. No, contrary to maybe popular belief, I don't know everything from MCC. I know some stuff, but I have no clue. And I also don't really want to know. I think it's more interesting to find out live on stream for something where, obviously for Rising, it's a massive surprise. And also a very cool opportunity to meet new people or learn about new people. So that'd be very interesting. It also depends on, actually, one thing that I haven't even considered is, do the Rising teams get announced on 2 separate days? Or is it one day with a bunch of announcements? Because technically speaking, I think it probably could be all the same day, but I don't know. Either way, here's a little more info on the team selection process. MCC Rising is a chance for creators of any size who aren't currently invited to the monthly events to play an MC Championship. So this will clarify that there are going to be small people in this roster, and there are going to be maybe big people in this roster. I expect there to be maybe a team that's pretty big, and they're throwing this tweet out to let everyone know, hey, if you see a big team, that's normal. That happens in Rising. We had hundreds of incredible applications, and we do actually watch every single one. That is true, I can confirm. So thank you for taking the time to apply. We've really enjoyed watching all of your videos. It's been so difficult to only pick 10 teams. They have to say this every single time, but to be fair, it is really difficult to pick a selection of 10. Especially this time around, because one thing that became very apparent to me immediately, and I'm very curious to see the results of who gets picked, was that a lot of the really good applications were, a lot of the really good applications that I saw were good teams. A lot of the popular really good applications that I saw were strong teams. Teams that had like 3 experienced, maybe Minecraft event players even, to the point where I was like, if all the popular good ones get in, is it going to be a strong roster? And that could be the case. I'm very curious to see if that's the case. The other side of things is typically with Rising, they like keeping things a bit more for fun or a bit more lower comp, just for a better overall event experience. That's just more enjoyable, especially for 40 people who've never played before. Look at something like MCC Underdogs. Environment where everything is a little bit tamer, not super sweaty. It'll be a bit nicer for everyone to get introduced, and especially if, in a roster you could have like 8 really strong teams and 2 weaker teams, or you could have 2 stronger teams and 8 weaker teams. I think the 2 strong and 8 weak is a bit better than having 8 super strong ones and 2 weak ones, because then it singles out the bad experience a little bit more heavily, you could say. Like, there's more, the 2 or the 2 lower comp teams would have a significantly worse experience than the 8 weaker teams in the other situation, because then you're playing for fun, but you can at least compete for a fun spot instead of, oh, the highest I can get is 9th, Either way, yeah. There's going to be an interesting situation here. Is it going to be the popular teams in a stronger roster, or maybe we're going to see a weaker roster with some less popular picks, some more unexpected picks? I'm curious to see. I guess we'll have to wait and see. We looked for a variety of teams that represent the Minecraft community as a whole. We've brought together a great bunch of folk, all of which are bringing something a little different. So, something very interesting about this is, what does that mean? Does that mean if there's a speedrunner team, there can't be a second speedrunner team? If there's a lifesteal team, there can't be a second lifesteal team? If there's whatever, right? Does that mean that you can't have 2 teams fit into the same niche? I assume that's what they're trying to say. I obviously don't know for sure. Very curious to see what that will result in as well. And then they said the goal was to choose 10 teams who will put on the best show, which they absolutely will. Join us for Rising 3 on September 7th at 8 p.m. BST. I'm excited to see who will be getting in, and obviously this event will be very fun. We'll be doing a watch party. I don't know with who, maybe with Shane, depending on who's around and which MCC main event players are down to be in the watch party. Here's an open invite. I'm usually at most like 5 people. Otherwise, it's too many people that watch. But anyone from the MCC roster who's usually playing, if you want to be on the wolfeei Mogul Mail watch party, feel free to reach out. We can talk and look into it. Anyways, thank you all for watching. We'll see who's in Rising. Started next week. So in probably like 4 or 5 days, we'll probably find out. And it'll be on my Twitch stream where we'll react to everything. Again, great on Kai and Speed for for actually completing this challenge. Obviously, they are very, very busy men typically, so it's nice that they got this out of the way without, like, you know, bailing the challenge. And I think, you know, for people who haven't really experienced, don't have much experience with the game, this is a very good accomplishment, and I'm proud of them. Good job, guys. Anyways, see you later. Goodbye.